Time for our halftime interview, and we've had a Maxim model NFL player, but now we're going big time with the Women's World Player of the Year for 2012, Abby Wambach. Abby, welcome home. A warm welcome from the Rochester Lancers.
Yeah, thanks. It's always so nice to come home to Rochester, and for me this time it's more special because I'm actually moving here. You know, I'm moving to upstate New York, playing on the Western New York Flash team this summer. And so it's really exciting, you know, and to be able to watch my nieces and nephews grow up and to reconnect with my family members. I've been gone for 15 years, so all in all, this is so great. And you know Soccer Sam, he puts together an incredible environment, and we go back so far that I just couldn't be happier to be here, be a part of this.
Well, let's talk about your last couple of weeks. You were awarded the 2012 Women's World Player of the Year. I wanted to ask you this. What is it like sitting in that audience when they're naming who the finalists are? What's going through your mind at that time?
I mean, a lot of things. Number one, I'm sitting next to Cristiano Ronaldo. Number two, gosh, if I win, what am I going to say? You know, because you have all of these thoughts and all of these people you want to thank and you want to make sure it sounds right. But really, you're just kind of like soaking up the environment. You know, Cristiano, Messi, Javi, they're ridiculous players, and then the entire top 11, they're sitting behind me, you know, and I just soaked up the entire experience. I'm so proud to have brought back the Player of the Year for the United States. It's been a long time, and I think it's really cool because you know, I think Alex is going to have her time as well to be that top dog, and in fact I'm going to guarantee that. So.
We are so honored that you're from Rochester. You win the world's highest award. What a summer it was for you. That Olympic, your second gold medal. That game against Canada was one for the ages.
Yeah, it was. And I don't want the games to be as tight as they kind of end up. And my teammates kind of feel the same way. But, you know, that game was kind of killer in that every time that they went up, it was like, no way, we're not giving this up. We're not letting this happen. And yeah, of course, you know, referee makes a lucky call for us on some level, but that's sports, you know, and you just gotta figure it out. You gotta pick up you gotta play whatever hand you're dealt, and I thought that our team did really good with the things that happened throughout that game. I mean, it was crazy. A lot of people tell me that was one of the best games I've ever seen, and there's no quit in our team, and that's, I think, why we end up winning a lot of championships.
And now, June 2nd, you guys get to do it again.
Yeah, I think they're touting it as the rematch. It's actually on my birthday, too. So
happy birthday. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, and it's in Toronto, so it's not too far from Rochester,
right,
which will be, I think, really fun for my family. I know they're probably all going to want to show up and watch.
Now, coming up this summer, you talked about playing for the Western New York Flash. There's been other women's leagues that have made a run. What's it going to take to make it a viable, a long-lasting league?
Well, I mean, money. Let's be honest. I think that women's sports has struggled to keep a strong foothold in their arenas because, you know, most of the corporate dollars are going to the male-dominated Major League sports, and for us, we need to have really rich owners that are passionate about the game. Because women's soccer is different than men's soccer, and I think that our team has so many special players, kind of combining that with the Canadian and Mexican national teams to have almost like a North American pro league, even though it's all here. It's going to be exciting. You know, I know that Joe Salin has dedicated and basically donated so much of his resources and money to women's pro soccer, and I'm super thankful for that, and I'm really excited to come and play home in my hometown, you know, because I think as a responsible female athlete, it will give our team more a chance to survive, and it will give the league more of a chance to survive. You know, there's going to be 11 home games, and I guarantee you there's going to be tons of fans coming for 11 of those games, and that's the expectation.
I'll be calling those games this summer. I look forward to calling Abby Wambach on the goal. Thank you for your time. Congratulations on your award. We know you're busy here today, but thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Abby Wambach, the Women's World Player of the Year for 2012. Thank you very much. We'll come back with second half action. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network.
I've seen you play soccer since you're about 12 years old, and something back, I think it's God-given, your ability to head the ball and to shoot, you know, with your head. But you practice it. And I think all you players out there, she's really good. how hard do you practice that skill? And how important is it that they listen to their coaches?
Yeah, I mean, I think with heading itself as a skill, I think the most important thing is having courage, you know, not worrying about if it's going to hurt. I guarantee you if you score with your head and it hurts a little bit and if the ball goes in, the pain kind of goes away. But it's about having the proper technique. You know, I know a lot of parents worry about concussions and whatnot with all the things that are happening now with soccer, and it's important to teach the proper skill. And, you know, heading is one of those situations where, yes, I practice it every single time I'm on the field. It's something that has come naturally to me, like you said, and I don't know, there's something, I'm obviously taller than my defenders, so my philosophy is why wait for the ball to drop to your feet? That takes longer, and it gives the defender more chance to get in position and block you from shooting. So I'm a little bit more efficient maybe than others.
The next World Cup is in 2015 in Canada, and let's just make it official right here in Rochester. You plan on playing in that and finally getting that last thing done, right?
Well, right now in this moment, yes. You bet I'll be there, but there's a lot of things that have to happen from now until then. You know, I'm an older player, I have to make sure I take care of my body, and, you know, the new coach, he's got to choose me. You know, even though I've won Player of the Year, I still have to continually try out to make the team, and that's definitely something that I've been humbled to believe and actually feel, because I'm the youngest of 7, and my brothers and sisters up in the box up there, they kind of beat me up a lot when I was younger, so they taught me some really good lessons.
Well, it's a great thing for Rochester that you're here today. I want to thank you, and all the fans, I'm certainly very happy that you're here too, so thanks, Abby.
Thanks, Jeff. Have a good night, everybody.
Let's hear it for Abby Wambach and Jeffy Veronica, and please, fans, in the summertime, we got to go support the Western New York Flash. It's going to be a beautiful thing.